Good evening, my fabulous diamond painting fanatics. Thanks for joining me for this drill with me. So get your kits and get ready to drill. I'm still working on my gorgeous tattooed elf. I'm almost halfway done. So when I finish this section till here, so the full 40 centimeters, I'm halfway done. Well, I'm more than halfway done. I did 31 of the 60 centimeters in length, so quite happy about that. It is quite hard to work on because my table isn't just isn't big enough, but hey, we'll manage. I do love how the wings are turning out. You can see them kinda in the viewfinder. Well, I can see them in the viewfinder, but they're not as gorgeous that way than when you look at it from straight ahead. But you'll see it when I do the post review, so don't worry, I will do the post review on this one. One thing first that I noticed is that I've got a lot of popping drills, so each time I put it aside I can put some 5200s back. I've rolled it a dozen times, so that's kind of annoying, but not too bad, luckily. And the other thing is that the original picture is a lot of grays and I have a lot of pinkish tan colors, but I kind of do like them better, I think, than the grays. But I'm still working on the wings. Let's do a little peek. Yeah, I need to go at least, oh gee, I just found a ginormous bubble and I can't let it slip. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. But that might be my doing, because to work on this painting I actually have to edge it around my table because I can't reach the entire 60 centimeters up, and I like working close to me. So now I'm just scoring my big ass bubble I found in the section I didn't want to open, but well, I need to go at least another 10 centimeters before I get to her body. So there will still be a lot of the large fields with one color. But well, I just have to do it. But I don't. I think I like confetti pieces better. So more about just a small one. But the light just got it, so let's just flatten it out a bit, so the drills will stick nicely to it. Yeah, that's the issue with the larger canvases. The only problem with finding out that I do not like doing large sections of one color is that I just ordered a stitch painting that I mentioned in my last drill with me, and it's an aquarelle stitch, and it is a lot of white with some blues and purples, but it's just my favorite stitch quote, so the Ohana quote, in purples and blues, and then stitch also in aquarelle, and I just love stitch, so I had to have it. So that's the only problem with that painting, but I will do it and you will see the unboxing of that one. But that will probably be, since I've got a little backlog of unopened parcels, and well, not unopened parcels, I've only got 2 unopened packages, but I ordered a bit too much, so at the moment today I uploaded the ballerina painting, and I think I got that one 4 weeks ago, something like that. And I've got unboxings planned till Christmas. Yeah, so most likely you will see the unboxing of Stage in the new year. Oh, that's bad. Um, yeah, so most likely that will be happening way in the future in 2019. Yeah, new year, new year. Um, so yeah, I did get 2 packages today. I just finished my weekend night shifts, so I worked the fantastic, oh now I need to do math, 34-hour shifts. Yeah, well, two 12-hour shifts and one 10-hour shift in 3 days. And I couldn't sleep during the days last weekend, so between my first and second night I only slept, I think if it was 4 hours I would be happy. And then between the third and the second and the third I slept 5, and today I slept I think 3.5. My parcels were due around 3 in the afternoon, so I put my alarm down for 2, so I had some time to get up and get going. And then my mailman showed up at 2, and luckily I was already awake, so I did have to run, and I almost fell in my bedroom because my floor is a bit slippery there. But luckily I didn't, because I'm bruised enough. Luckily the one on my arm, it's almost gone. You can't really see it. Can you see that? Yeah, there's some little bruises left, but it doesn't hurt anymore. My butt cheek, on the other hand, has turned purple in 4 places by now, so I only found one immediately after I fell. And trust me, I don't look at my butt cheek every day, but I just walked past the mirror after I had a shower and I looked and I saw 4, so there must have been some deeper bruising going on. Now I can see them. It looks so fabulous. You would be proud to see it. No, you're not proud to see it, but you would be proud if you had a nice purple butt cheek like mine. It's so wonderful. Luckily I can sit now without any issues, but that was fun. So let's see what happened last week. We spoke on Monday, so a week ago. Yeah, so I spoke on Monday a week ago, then I had to work on Tuesday, which was alright. On Wednesday I had my day off. Yeah, I had my day off on Wednesday, and then I had my date, which we will come back to in a second. Well, thanks for all the best wishes, guys. It was really nice to see you involved in my first date last week, so that's nice. And then on Thursday I had my training session with my trainer, and it went all right. It's just the fall season really plays on my lungs, so I'm short of breath quite easily at the moment. But well, I did manage to put out a good workout, but it was hard. It was really hard. I'm still hurting. I can still feel my muscles from last Thursday. And yay, tomorrow there's another session planned. The good news is that due to the fact that I have so many night shifts, and my night shifts were quite busy, um, I did not eat enough. So I actually managed to plan ahead. I made some soup. I made sure I got some vegetables. I love myself some carrots to snack on. So I literally got myself a kilo of small carrots, which I split up during I split it up over 3 night shifts. So I ate a lot of carrots, and I made sure I had other vegetables. So I had some paprika as well, some bell peppers. And what else did I have? I had my soup. I had some regular meals because when I worked the 12-hour shifts, I always get hungry. So I had myself a little survival package. And then it was busy, so I never ate all the things I planned for that shift. But I did eat enough. Well, almost enough, I think. And yeah, well, Friday I just diamond painted, and today I got woken up by my mailman again. I don't know what the guy must be thinking, but luckily he now makes it a habit to put my parcels in the elevator, and I can pick them up so he doesn't have to see me in my PJs. So that's a little bit better. But yeah, the shipping from the sale, it's surprisingly fast. My first parcel arrived last Friday, which was 6 days from ordering. 6 days. I mean, can you even? 6 days. It's unbelievable. But it was 6 days. I got it in. I got my open framed charms that I want to do. Still waiting on all the other supplies though. And now today I got 2 parcels with diamond paintings. So I will be doing the unboxings. Well, I will be filming the unboxings tomorrow. So those will be going up before the stitch one. And all my diamond paintings have been sent by now. Still waiting on some smaller items for which the supplier asked me to extend the period of time they have to complete and fulfill the order. So we'll see when that happens. What else? What else? What else? What else? Well, let me tell you about my date. So I had my first date. I met him on a dating app on my phone. He was a bit older than me, not much, just a bit. And he seemed to be a quite spontaneous, outgoing person, funny, and then he turned out to be a bit different, I think. Yeah, it's just a bit different, and it might just be my brain over analyzing because I'm very good at that, so that might be the issue. But well, he's still nice and he's funny, but his idea of a good Sunday or a day off consists of getting himself a blanket and watching Netflix all day. And that's quite hard for me to comprehend because I've got most of my days that I'm off planned with all kinds of activities. I hardly ever watch Netflix anymore. Mostly because I'm too busy watching all of you guys on YouTube. I just found out that people actually watch me drill during my drill with me. So thanks to Daily Crafted for putting me on mute. I just saw your videos. I still need to comment on it, but and then the last one I put up, I kind of messed up during the editing part, but I will tell you about that in a sec. So, well, the date, yeah, it's hard for me to believe that someone doesn't really have anything he likes to do besides watching Netflix, which in my opinion it's nice to do when you have a day off, but it isn't really a hobby. He didn't really have something he could put, he could lose himself in, like sporting, exercising. Even if he told me, well, I love to go and hike, anything, but it was just, well, I like to watch Netflix. And then I was like, yeah, so it was a bit awkward, but he was nice, so I will definitely give him try to go on another date with him, because he is a nice guy, and maybe I just overjudged him on the first date. But I wasn't completely overwhelmed, and I'm not in love or anything, and I think that takes a long time to fall in love, but no such thing as love at first sight. I just need to get to know him better, and I think he might need to open up a bit more, because I really didn't get a feeling that I got to know him at all. So that makes it a bit hard to really rate your dates. Was it a good date or not? I'm still on the fence. I don't know what to think. But he wasn't a jerk, so that's a plus side. There's an upside to it. He wasn't a jerk. He wasn't overly touchy. He wasn't literally trying to have the date with just one adult purpose in mind. So that was a good thing, because you never know. So yeah, we'll see. And well, after that I had my night shifts, and then I just go off the grid a bit. When they're extremely dull, my night shifts, I try to do some YouTubing at my job, but it's hard because I'm not taking my laptop, so I need to do some, I can watch some live streams and try to answer that, but usually the moment I plug in my put in my earplugs, my phone rings and I need to start working again. So it wasn't a real big success, and my shifts were quite busy last weekends, and then running low on sleep. By the time I had to do my report to my colleagues, I was just feeling drained. The strange thing is, the moment I see a patient and I need to make quick decisions, everything works, but if you put me in a room and I need to tell you what I've done all night, I can't even spell. So last night it was around 7 in the morning. The neurologist was in our department, and he was dictating what I had to write, and I could totally understand him and I knew what he meant, but I just couldn't write down the words. I just couldn't spell it. So I changed it to the easier word, and he was like, well, that's correct as well. And I was like, I'm so sorry. But my brain doesn't work enough to spell out the difficult words. So, and everybody understands what's going on. I exactly know what's going on and why he did it. I know the medical terms, but that I just couldn't spell it. And I was too tired to even try to go back and forth and back and forth. And so I didn't run anybody over on my way home. I did have some energy drinks, and in contrast to my normal setup after my last night shift, I came home, drank a little water, and then went to sleep. And normally I would try to stay up for approximately a couple hours till 2, and then I would go to sleep and get up at 6. But knowing that my parcel would be arriving at 3 and I didn't want to miss him, and I was extremely tired, I just changed up my routine, and we'll see how that turns out. I'm extremely cold and I'm tired still, but so I'm in my PJs with another vest in my bathrobe, and then under a fleece blanket with the heater on. Yes, I'm quite nicely wrapped at the moment. So now I'm comfortably warm. And if you're wondering what is the light that's flicking on and off, that's my laptop, who decides to go on standby from time to time. And he can do whatever he wants, because I have my laptop on in front of me, because I found myself a new tag to answer. And with the weather being cold and we had some frost during the night, so I actually had to defrost my windows. So nice to defrost your windows when you just worked a 12-hour night shift. Yeah. Oh, that was so fun. It was so fun. So I thought maybe I should do a fall tag. So I found myself 50 fall tag questions online, and I'll try to do a couple of them today. And most likely I won't be answering all of them, because it's almost Christmas and I think the Christmas ones must be better than the fall ones. But yeah, so I'll do the fall ones, and I just love fall. I think that's why I would love to do that one. And because I'm tired, I might sound whiny, but you've got to deal with it, because I can't be my usually happy self at the moment. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't. So we're on for 25 minutes, something like that at the moment. So we'll just get going, and I'll try to stay on topic this time. You know how hard that is for me. But we'll try. So the first question is, describe your feelings of fall rain in 3 words. Blech, yuck, cold. Yeah, those are the 3 words. Dutch fall rain usually is combined with the extreme cold that goes in your bones and stays there, and it doesn't come out, and you feel miserable, and the only thing you want to do is go back to bed and get covered with some nice blankets. And yeah, just your regular Dutch, I think British as well weather. It's I do love fall, but I do not like the rain. Give me snow any day of the week. I love snow. I hate rain. The next question is, which two things tell you what that the fall season has begun? The fact that it snows leaves around here. My street is lined with a couple of large trees, and they all seem to lose their leaves at the exact same day. So sometimes you're just walking and it's snowing leaves. They're just the entire street goes from extremely clean to just one big bed of fallen leaves, and that's just a gorgeous sight. It's so gorgeous to see them all come down at once. Um, so that's one of the things, and the second one is that I actually need to use my heating system in my apartment to get warm. So that are the two things that I know that the fall season has begun. Number 3 is, what are your plans for this fall season? I don't really have any specific plans for this fall season. However, with my idea of making charms, I researched a little bit more and then some more, and because I had some time left, some more, I thought I might be doing the epoxy resin charms as well. And I like the ones they do where you got the leaves inside. So I might go out into the woods and see if I can find some nice small dry leaves to use in my charms if it works, and otherwise I'll just toss them. And I actually, oh, this is gonna sound so insane, but when I was walking to my hospital last night, I passed another shower of fallen leaves at the moment, and those were just such gorgeous brown, rusty colors, and they were extremely fine leaves with small. It was like a fern thing with lots of small leaves, and it was gorgeous. And the trees were quite low, so I actually got some from the branches, and I had a Ziploc bag, unused Ziploc bag in my bag, so I just put them in there and then I took them home. So I might use those in my charms. What more is that I will be doing, I think fall is the season for some crafting. Well, of course, crafting you can do any season. So I might do another craft day with the crafty friend I've got. It's also the season for being inside, nice cup of tea, some cookies, which I can't have at the moment. So some carrots in my case, some carrots, and then some nice movies. And I really want to see the Crimes of Grindelwald in the movie theater. And yeah, so I think that's what I'll ask my friends for. I've got 3 nights, evening shifts coming up starting on Wednesday. And think that I might need to take tomorrow the entire evening to edit and upload all my videos so you can see this drill with me on Wednesday. So I might just be doing that tomorrow evening, but just see if she's free and if she's got some time. Otherwise I just might try and do some editing in the afternoon and then upload it Wednesday morning. So that might work. I might do that, but I really want to see that movie. And I also want to see the Nutcracker movie, the Disney the Nutcracker. But I still need to plan it with my sister because she wants to see it as well. So I need to contact my sister and see when she has the time to do movie night with me, and planning that is quite hard because of her boyfriend lives out of town on the other side of the country, so that's a bit harder, but I'll contact her as well and see what to do. So I think that are my plans for this fall season. Number 4, silent nights or windy ones. I think the windy ones, because it gives me the feeling of joy, because I'm not out there in the cold and in the wind. So I think I prefer the windy ones. Question number 5 is cold rain or heavy fog. What do you enjoy more? Neither. But mostly because I do not like driving in heavy rainfall. You just can't seem to trust your fellow drivers from time to time. They do some stupid things. We've got a lot of traffic accidents in the last couple of weeks just because the weather has been changing. And I already bought myself a new car this year, so I kind of want to keep it in one piece. So I'm not really liking that. And heavy fog, it looks wonderful. It's gorgeous when the sun's coming up and you can see the big fog just rolling over the countrysides, and the sun is glistening through. It is gorgeous. So I definitely can enjoy that. And most of the time it's just an annoyance when you're on the road and you need to try and be sure that you don't get in a car crash. So yeah, heavy fog. What 3 things do you love about the season? I just feel like I'm answering all the same things, but I just love I love the fact that you need the need for coziness. I love the falling of the leaves, and I love the colors. Share your best memory for the autumn season. The best, I don't really know if it's the best. Oh well, yeah, it's a nice one. When I was younger, I told you guys I used to go and have sleepover at my grandparents' place, and we would go during the fall. We would go to Thailand, so not the country Thailand, but it's called the island in Dutch, and in the dialect we use in that region, it kind of sounds like Thailand. So we would go to Thailand, and so the Dutch equivalent of Thailand, and which isn't sunny and bright, but it is a gorgeous stretch of chestnut trees, very old chestnut trees. There's an old bombed out castle standing there. It's got hit during the Second World War, and they never really restored it. I haven't been there in over years, so they might have restored it by now, but well, you know how long the Second World War has been over by, luckily, and when I was younger it was still in ruins, and there was a playground where we used to go when I was even younger, but during the fall my grandpa would always take us to the patch of chestnut trees, and we would go on the hunt for chestnuts, and we would get those ginormous shopping bags, and we would carry them around and fill them up. And this one year we got kind of excited, and on the first go we got something like 400 of them, and if it wasn't enough, we begged our grandpa, Grandpa, can we go again? And my sister and I went the other day, and we got a whole lot more, but it was the day my parents were going to pick us up, so we went early in the morning, got even more chestnuts, and we had to count them ourselves at home, and then we needed to recount it so we could learn how to count. I think I was still I think I was 9 or 10, something like that, and around that time you would make those little dolls out of the chestnuts, and you would make the spider web with the chestnuts in it. So we would craft with chestnuts in the day at school, and use it in our fall plant pieces, ornaments, I think. And so on that Sunday afternoon when we got home, and we were always tired after we spent the week at our grandparents' place, because we used to go cycling and we used to go walking, and so we counted it because we had to count, and my grandpa had been joking, well, if you got 400 or 500 the first day, you should get 1,000 if we go 2 times. And we counted, and we were 28 short of the 1,000 chestnuts we found. So we rang up my grandpa, and we told him, Grandpa, we still need 28. And he went back for us, and the next Sunday, they would always visit us on a Sunday. He came by with another bag of 28 chestnuts, and I think that's one of the nicest memories I've got of my grandpa. He wouldn't think it was stupid that we wanted 1,000 chestnuts. No, he would think it was fun, and he would actually go and get us those missing ones. He actually had ringed up my mom again because he had forgotten how many there were, and he didn't want to give us too few, but he also didn't want to give us too many, so he wanted to make it exactly 1,000. So he actually called my mom during the week how much he needed to get to make sure we got our 1,000 chestnuts. And so that was a fun memory of my grandpa. And the other fun memory is the one of my first dog. He passed away last year. He was 16 years old. But when he was little, we used to have a lot of leaves in the garden, and we would put them in a large pile. And he loved the leaves. He loved them. So that was his sacred place, and he would roll around in them and just get extremely messy and dirty. My mom used to hate it, and to make it worse, and to, no, not to make it worse, but just we would love to see him being so happy in all the leaves that we would hide his favorite ball in there. And he was a border collie, so he was a quite smart dog. So we would hide his favorite toy in the leaves, and then we would send him to search it, and he would know it was in the leaves, and he would jump in, he would dive in, and then all the leaves would scatter around. And I can still hear my mom yelling, "Don't do that to the dog, don't do that." But we did. Seriously guys, I don't know what I've been doing, but I just entirely skipped the V's. How in the world did I do that? Well, let's do the V's first, because I do not like doing the J's. So let's go to the next question. What's my favorite scent for the fall season? Freshly baked apple pie, and then my mom's apple pie. Like I said before, my mom makes the best apple pie in the world, and you haven't tasted it, so you can't say it isn't true, but my mom's, it is the best. So that scent, it reminds me of home and of coziness, and of, I just love the cinnamon smell, and just good memories. And that's with the scent of the fallen leaves in the forest. So going to the forest in fall, that scent I also like. Oh, I don't know why he keeps doing this, but oh well, oh well. What's my favorite autumn movie? Do we have autumn movies? Apparently we do. And if you might have guessed by my answer, I didn't even realize we had some. So just in general, I'd like to watch the Hallmark movies during the fall. They just, the romantic kind, so the ones that make you feel at home and cozy and happy. Yeah, those are the ones I like during the fall. I can't really name a favorite one, but that kind of movies. My ideal fall movies. Well, we get back to the leaves in number 11. What's the most beautiful thing about the fallen leaves? The snowstorm of falling leaves. Oh, definitely yes. And I kind of missed it. I didn't film it this year, but it was so insane. Just whirlwinds of leaves. Number 12 is, do you enjoy movies in the bed or near the fire? Well, I don't have a fireplace, and watching movie outside this time of year, not that good an idea. And I try to keep my bedroom a quiet place, so I don't have a TV in my bedroom. I used to watch some Netflix on my iPad, however I noticed that I didn't sleep good when I did that, so I stopped doing that. And when I go to bed, I just plug in my phone, put it on silent, and just lie down, and I just fall asleep. And I sleep so much better with the rest and quiet around me. So no, I don't do that. Number 13, I've got a scratch because they assume I've got a partner. I do have got a partner in crime, but I don't have a partner who lives with me, so let's skip that one. Number 14, do you ever go for the hiking in autumn? Well, Dutch hiking isn't like the American kind of hiking. We just go for a walk in the forest. Our forest mostly quite close to civilization, so you just go on your day off, you just walk for an hour in the forest and then you return home. So no, not the hiking like you guys have, but I do enjoy it because I love the smell and I love the colors, and especially like doing it with the dogs. So sometimes I take my parents' dogs and just take them out for a stroll, and they're so happy and jumpy. So yeah, I do like walking. Have you ever gone for apple picking? Nope. My apples come from the supermarket. Number 16, what is the best way to enjoy the rain of fall season? Inside, holding a big cup of tea. Best way. Number 17, oh, it makes me think, so that's a good one. Number 17, describe the romantic nature of the fall season in one sentence. Have you met me? I can't do anything in one sentence. How in the world am I gonna do that one? Let me think. I'm just gonna play some drills and I'll think and I'll come up with the answer quite quickly, I promise. I think that the romantic nature of fall comes from our need for warmth and coziness, and the more indoors living we do during the fall. I count that as one sentence. And I can't think of anything else, so you just gotta deal with it. So easy that you can't talk back to me right now. I'm always right when I'm talking to you. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah. Watching TV or raking leaves? I do neither. I think the last time I actually turned on my TV is a week ago. I watch a lot of documentaries on YouTube, which I do on my laptop, because while I watch / listen to them, I'm diamond painting or crafting or just eating or something. But most of the time I just use the documentary as something to break the silence, I think. And I don't have, I've got a lot of trees in the neighborhood, but I don't have a garden, so there's no need for me to rake leaves because my apartment building literally has somebody to do that. So I do don't literally, I don't do either of those. But I do watch a lot of documentaries lately. I saw one today and it made me cry. It was one about an Englishman in the Second World War who saved a lot of kids from Czechoslovakia, I think, or Poland, some Czechoslovakia. So, Czechoslovakia. And yeah, the end was just, it was so emotional and running low on sleep. I can't even begin to explain how my brain works, but then I think I could cry if someone stepped on an ant. That's how low my threshold of emotions is at the moment. What's my favorite fall color? It is the rusty red. That's the one I like best. The real warm rusty red that you can find in some leaves. So that one I actually like best. And then number 20 is the last question I'm gonna do from the tag, because I'm going fast today. I did 20 questions in 30 minutes, which is a record for me. Yay me, yay me, yay me. But the 20th question is fall or winter, which do you prefer? Well, in the Netherlands we sometimes get real winters, meaning snow and frost and all that kind of stuff, but mostly the only big difference between the both seasons is that in winter the leaves have fallen and in fall there's still some on the trees. That's the big difference. But I do have to say winter because of the fact that there might be snow in winter. So yeah, just because there might be snow, winter is my favorite. So what more to tell you, because I do want to finish up this last little section, almost done, so we can finish that one up and wrap things up. In the meantime, I would love to thank all my viewers. Thank you for sticking with me. I really do appreciate all the comments I've been given lately, and I still need to apologize for the dark upload of the drill with me last week. I was so tired and then I just did something quickly and I know what I did wrong. So luckily that's the chances of that happening are slim, but yeah, I didn't check it before I saved it, and then I deleted the original file, and I actually only found out after I uploaded it. So yeah, not my smartest moment, but yes, still learning. I did figure out how to insert some intro music, so I might do that for this drill with me, and some fading in and fading out of the music. Yes, I've been evolving and getting better at all the YouTube possibilities. last time I checked, which was just before I started this drill with me, I had 51 subscribers, and I would like to thank every single one of you. You can't, I can't express how much it means to me that you actually subscribed and that you still watch my videos, and yeah, thank you for that. And I'll try to be more active in the community with the live feeds some of our other YouTubers do. I got invited to Jen's Diamond Painting and More, and she had a live feed, and the time wasn't really ideal. It was 3 in the morning, so 3 a.m. by the time she finished, and I was tired. But that's just with the time difference. That's what will be. It will keep happening. So yeah, that's one thing that's a bit something I want to try to be more active on, to be able to chat with you guys a bit more, because I do like the community as it is and how everybody's treating each other. You guys are also nice, and I would like to thank you, because it's really heartwarming to get into this community and feel the support from all the people who do their own videos, and who have the same issues with editing and the Wi-Fi not working, and getting disturbed while filming and all that kind of stuff, and just being able to explain, not having to explain what you're doing, because in the Netherlands this isn't really popular. So when people ask me what I'm doing, they still look at me and then they go, "You're insane." Yeah, I might have gone a bit overboard, but I'm not insane. I think this craft gives so much peace of mind. It's amazing. So I really like the fact that I can talk to people about the craft and who understand what joy it brings to you. So thanks for drilling with me. I just finished another section, so another part of the wing is done. Let's put it a bit out of the side so you can see. Yeah, so you can see the pieces of the wing, and it is all quite blended. The colors are nicely blended, so you don't have the feeling of watching at large sections of one color, especially when I stand up. It looks wonderful. So thanks for drilling with me. I hope you made some good progress on your own piece, or if you're just watching or doing the dishes or something else while listening to me, I hope you got the work done you wanted to do. And yeah, thank you. If you like this video, you're more than welcome to subscribe. I keep on trying to do a drill with me every Wednesday, and I can't promise that I will manage every Wednesday, but I will try. And when I've got all my supplies for the charms, I will do a little haul video so you can see what I got for that. And there's a lot of stuff in my kit so far that I already had or bought for something else and then didn't use or had left over, so I'll show you that. And I'll try to film my first attempt of making one of the charms. can't promise that it will happen, but I will try. So just a little something different from me, but I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna do it anyway, and if you don't want to watch it, you don't want to watch it. But if you do, click that little bell button, because then you won't miss it, because I have no idea when I will upload that section. So it's quite hard for me to estimate when that will be uploaded. Leave me a comment, and I would love to hear what your favorite fall memory is. So please let me know. Or if I messed something else up, or if you do not like the setup or anything else, just let me know so I can learn from it, so I can try to prevent it from happening another time. You know what I might do? I might try to get you guys. I'm just gonna cover you up a bit so you don't get seasick, because then you can see the wing a bit better. So that's my laptop over there, and I'm currently actually placing everything on the laptop just so I can do it. But these are the wings, and it is gorgeous. So leave me a comment. I would love to see you in my next drill with me, or in any of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.